That time for business at a distance. You're here for our recording session. I hope you enjoy it. And let's see, there we go. Got the whole group in there now. Mike singing along with the low notes. All right, let me start some tape here. Yes, we still call it tape. It's not really tape, but I mean,
You're old school.
We get the point.
we don't know. What are you gonna call it? Let's start the digital. Here we go. Press this button. Yeah, it's just.
I like tape better.
It's
I
not
like
fancy.
tape better too.
All right, tape's rolling. Stand by in 3, 2, 1.
You're listening to Radio Cosmos.
All night long.
My compliments, little lady.
Break for 30 seconds.
You are now listening to Bad Radio.
Hello and welcome to Bad Radio. Bad stands for Business at a Distance. This is a show about local businesses and business networking. We are here in the News Radio FLA studio, and we are here for a full 2 hours from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. I am your host, Angela Smarrito, and in studio with me we have our producer, Melissa Foxx.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
I forgot, we call you Fox or just Fox? I was going to call you
The Fox is fine.
The Fox.
Melissa
I love
Fox.
it.
Okay, I want to call her Foxy Lady.
Foxy lady.
Yeah, I'll take that. What about
Miss
the
Fox.
the studio audience is impressed with that. Go sit down. Eat some of that food that Mike brought.
Up next, we have Melissa Jacob with
Hello.
Striking Brand.
Good afternoon.
She is our co-host and our videographer, so she has two hats to wear. We're going to say two headphones, but you know.
Yeah, headphones works.
If you go to badradio.com, under episodes, you'll see all the Bad Radio videos from last year, and then the new ones for this year are up now too. And if you go to strikingbrand.com, you're going to see a lot of Melissa's fantastic work.
Pictures, video, all kinds of fun stuff.
Yes. She does a fantastic job. And so she's actually recording all of this. And so we got to see, like, it was such a treat for me to see the first video from this studio.
Yes.
Because you're always like, okay, how's the lighting going to be?
Yeah.
Is my forehead going to look like a big light bulb? Or, you know, you just don't know.
We did good. Everything looks great.
I was very
The
excited.
lighting in here is better, I think.
I think so, too. I know, it's great. And please join me in welcoming Mike Ellis with Frogger's Grill and Bar.
Hey, how you doing?
Very good. Yay. See, that's a good one. That's a good one. So today we're going to be talking about everything that's going on at Frogger's, and we're going to be talking about what's happening. I'm going to say it today. It's going to be weird, but it's Super Bowl day, so we're going to be talking about that. And this portion of Bad Radio is brought to you by Frogger's Bar and Grill. Hopping with food and fun. If you're looking for a place to go with friends or meet new ones, you have to go to Frogger's. 4 locations, tons of TVs, and the best food you could possibly imagine. Everything is fresh, never frozen. Check out their menu at froggers.com with locations in Mount Dora, Oviedo, Apopka, and Altamont Springs. So I didn't even realize I had that as my first live.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
there you
that's-
go.
that's you.
How did I do?
Did well.
Okay, good.
Acceptable.
Yeah.
Also, a huge thank you to Liberty Property Inspections, libertypropertyinspections.net, helping you protect your investment. All right, so I talked to Melissa a little bit about what we're going to talk about for the networking news, but first, she's got someone to thank.
But first, we are thanking Terry at Live Your Best Life. The networking news this time is brought to you by Live Your Best Life. Live Your Best Life is an independent advocate for Green Compass USDA certified organic hemp products.
I know, that's a mouthful.
I know. I'm like, one of these days I'm going to get it to memory, but we're not there yet, almost. They offer a complete range of products, including hemp wellness, targeting health, personal care, performance, even products for our furry friends. To get more information on these products or becoming a consultant, please call Terry at 407-616-3145. I'm going to say it one more time. It's 407-616-3145.
And we thank Terry. Terry is a friend of the
Yes.
show, and we've had her on a couple times, and she's amazing.
She's amazing, has great knowledge, so she's not just selling you some product. She has a background in nursing. So she
Yep.
knows her stuff.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to having her in this studio,
Yes.
too. So for the networking news, I wanted to touch base again on BNI. Now, I know Mike has heard me talk about BNI so many times, but are you even really sure what BNI is?
Yeah, I've heard it over the years.
Yes.
Yes.
So BNI is Business Network International, and it is a group that you join. It's an interviewing process. So you have to be vetted, and then you join a chapter, and you do have to pay to be a part of it. And like I said, it's not like first come, first serve. So for me, something that BNI has helped me do this week, which has been really phenomenal, is that you don't just network with inside of your chapter. So you have access to what's called BNI Connect. And BNI Connect allows you to see everybody and every chapter in the world that's in
Worldwide.
Worldwide, yes.
Yeah.
So it's not just so what I'm doing right now is I'm looking to grow my networking group, which is Business at a Distance, to encompass the state of Florida. So when I launched it, when COVID hit, it was more like focused on local businesses. Now I'm really interested in, to me, Florida's still local. So I still want to keep that feeling of like supporting local businesses. But I do want to reach out to the different businesses that are in the state of Florida. So what BNI allowed me to do is to go in there and find out all the businesses that are in chapters in Central Florida, or no, I'm sorry, in the state of Florida.
The whole
That's
state
gonna
of
be hard.
Florida.
It's gonna be hard not to say Central.
Right.
And I started emailing them, and I said, I'm like, hi, I'm Angela. I'm in this BNI chapter. I'd like to schedule a one-to-one. And you know what? They responded. And so this week, I've gotten to talk to several business owners that were in Cape Coral, that were in Fort Myers, and these different areas. And they're great. They're like, okay, we're going to be friends on Facebook. They're going to join Business at a Distance, and they're going to be, create more value for the people that are in that group. Because I might not need an AC company that's in Cape Coral, but I might have parents. Like, we have a lot of folks that have parents that live down south, and that's just a given. And lots of times we're responsible for their well-being down there. And how important would it be for me to know an AC company? All right, my parents live in Melbourne. Okay, like Brian from Four Seasons over here is not going to drive to Melbourne. Well, he might do it for me, but you know, but
You're an exception.
yeah. And so it would be really important for me to know, because they're aging, they're still totally coherent, but how important would it be for me to be able to go onto the thing and say, find a reputable AC company if my parents needed it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, not just that, just thinking of something for my business is photography and videography. So if I have somebody who comes to me and says, hey, my so-and-so is having a wedding down in Cape
Coral, yeah.
We'll just keep using that place. I'm not going to go there. But if I can reach out to somebody in BNI that's down there, then there's a connection that I can at least help them out.
And
where I'm just
you get your credit for a referral, and then you also can feel confident that they're not going to do a crappy job.
Right.
Because, like I said, it's a vetted process. People have to be interviewed. They have to perform in order to be in BNI. So it's just been it was just a fantastic experience, and I'm going to continue to use it for all that it's worth.
Yeah,
so.
And it's not just the Connect. It's on Facebook. They have special groups that are expanding the BNI. The one that I'm thinking of in particular is it's a Central Florida, I think, cross chapter Facebook page. So if you are looking for somebody who's kind of close to you but not in your chapter, you can reach out that way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So shout out to BNI.
Right. Not only that, Google reviews. You look up that, you don't know what to trust. But versus a group like this, you actually feel more comfortable. I know Angela. I would know that, hey, if she's saying that, hey, I know these people, I'm going to feel more comfortable getting involved with a company like that.
You know what? I think that I want to talk to you about a meeting place for my chapter.
No. We have plenty of space.
I
Especially
know.
that newly remodeled Oviedo's got plenty of room now.
Right? It's actually, her chapter meets
Right
at the
across the street from you. We meet at that Keller Williams office. It's like right there.
Yeah.
Better place. New outdoor patio, the inside.
They're always
so
early in
much
the
room.
morning, though. You're not even open at that time.
We've had people in there at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning. We used to do for a group in Altamont where we served breakfast.
I remember the buffet, right?
Yeah, I'd be there at 6 o'clock in the morning making a buffet, so it's ready by 7 o'clock to go.
Wow.
I do
So
remember
Froggers
that.
has a lot of opportunities for a group that's looking for that opportunity. We have lots of things that we can do.
You know
with
what?
locations.
We're going to talk more about that because, like
Absolutely.
you said, that's something that's definitely because you would charge for food and bev, right?
Right.
And then, like you said, but the room space would be free of
No,
charge.
Right.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
perfect. And you have food in here today, and it smelled so good just walking in.
Well, he came up and he was like, "I've got a present for you," and I was like, "Huh? A present?" And he runs in with all this food. I was like, "Oh, it
Well-
smells so good."
Well, I'm with all these, young, skinny ladies. I got to bring them some food. Hurricane season's coming up. We don't want them to blow away,
Oh, please.
Right,
Seriously.
That's all right. Keep it coming.
Yeah.
Keep it coming.
She's like, stop. No, keep going.
Oh no, I'm in. I'm just like wanting him to look my way and throw that young lady's skin.
That's a blanket statement.
I'm the
Hello.
single, old guy, and I'm here with 3 young ladies. Absolutely,
Right? Talk about
bringing us
product.
food. I know though, but you've got a thing here. Bringing food to a radio station is the quickest way to make
gonna
friends.
say.
Yeah.
You can make a lot of friends.
Oh, absolutely.
Because is it break time already? My goodness. All right, well, we're going to go to break, and when we get back, we are going to start to really launch into everything that's going on at Froggers, because it is hopping with food and fun.
You're listening to Bad Radio Business at a Distance Radio. Be right back. Well, it's Susie and the Banshees, Peekaboo.
Was it?
Yeah. I thought so. I'm a little confused there. That's okay. Good effort. All that effort gone to waste, people.
Oh.
No. Let me find some
That's all for
Susie's.
you, Angela.
Burn, burn. Yeah, right. The best laid plan. Thanks. Right.
Honestly, it's been a minute since I've actually sat down and listened.
Really? Mike looks like a young Lance Hendrickson.
Young, I find that hard to believe.
I don't know if you looked that up, you'd be like, oh, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Young is good. No. All right, let's see. Okay, just finishing my computer end here, and then we will be good to go. All right.
I know, Mike, it's weird because we don't have breaks now, so we can
Right.
just like keep going.
Roll on through.
All right, speaking of rolling on through, it's time for segment number 2. That's 2 for you, paying along. Playing. Yeah, here we go.
Welcome back to Bad Radio, brought to you by Premier Couple Superstore, because a couple that plays together stays together.
And we are back, and this portion of Bad Radio is brought to you by Premier Couple Superstore. Cut out the middleman and go straight to the source. Premier Couple Superstore has everything from sexy bedroom outfits, toys, games, love oils, and everything in between. Premier Couple Superstore, because couples that play together stay together. Also want to give a huge thank you to Angela Keen's Hair and Makeup. All right, so before break, we said we were going to talk to Mike, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So welcome back onto Bad Radio. Have you been on? Is this your second time? Second time. All right, well, this is the first time in this studio, so thank you so much for
Yes.
joining us, and thank
Very
you for
nice.
bringing food.
Oh, absolutely. Didn't want you to go hungry.
So let's start off by giving everybody like a brief overview of Froggers, their locations, and let's start there.
Froggers been around since 1987. You all know Froggers. We've been around forever. We have locations in Altamont, Apopka, Oviedo, and Mount Dora. All conveniently located, plenty of parking, open 7 days a week. Every location opens up at 11 a.m., close at midnight, except for Tuesday, Wednesday, they close at 10 p.m.
Oh, okay. That's something. Is that new at 10 p.m.?
We did that during the start of the pandemic. Give our employees a break. It's 2 nights a week that nobody has to really stay out late. And with the change of the pandemic, it's changed the business when people actually go out. The late night business has changed.
Is it slowed down?
It's definitely slowed down. You even look at the bars downtown Orlando. They're already talking about how, the business has dropped off in the downtown area.
See, I didn't
Late
know
night.
that. I'm just, I don't go. I mean, like I'm a happy hour time person. I'm not going to hit the alcohol happy hour, but I'm going to go out and like by 8, 9 o'clock, I'm home.
Yeah.
Is that kind of like the trend?
Yeah, it's more like by 10 o'clock, even on Fridays and Saturdays, there's not as many people out eating. That 10 to midnight is more relaxing, playing games. In our locations, we have the darts, the pool tables, the pinball machines. We have all kinds of games to do. You got the big screen TVs all over the place. In each location, I believe it's over 50 TVs per location. So you got plenty of TVs to watch, any sporting event you want to see. Obviously, this Sunday, Super Bowl.
Yes, and we're definitely going to talk about Super Bowl. But I want to talk for a second about the fact that it is a privately owned business. Because that's something we talk about, like that's really what this whole show about is like local businesses and business networking.
Right.
So the owner has been...
George started his place back in 1987 in Pine Hills. He lives up in this Lake County area, Sorrento. worked day and night opening his first store.
Yes, I love George
7
and
days
Rhonda.
a week. And Rhonda, his wife. Without her, I don't think he'd still be in that business.
Well,
Because she supports him as much as he supports her. They're both
she's smart.
very smart.
Yeah, she's got. I mean, she keeps that all together. But what and because I've been in radio for a long time, and it is very hard to find a business like Froggers that has been in business for as long as it has, been as successful as it has, even through the pandemic.
Right.
where it hit restaurants real hard.
Yeah, they were amazing. I mean, what they did to keep it open, how they took care of their employees. I was blown away. I mean, how they adapted so fast.
What did you do that was different? I know a lot of places did those like family meal things that they would send out. Like
We did our regular menu during the pandemic. That was actually, I don't know if you remember, it's probably the most special thing that I think Froggers ever did when we did that Mount Dora giveaway.
Oh, yes.
Right in the beginning, it was Easter, I think it was Easter Sunday back in 2020, where George donated enough. If you didn't have money, you didn't have food.
It was a car line, right?
Car
and
line.
So what they did is they had like a line, and it was like pulled pork and just everything. And so they had the line, and then cars would pull up, and they would deliver the food to the cars. No charge.
No
Wow.
charge, absolutely.
That's
no charge.
amazing.
How many people in your family? We gave you enough
Wow.
food for each
That was
car.
so amazing. It gives
that
me
is amazing.
goosebumps.
I know.
You know, you watch on our, we have a private Facebook page. I think you're a part of it.
Yes, I am.
You go back and find that video. George was actually putting the
my
meals together. You know, he's a little bit older than me, actually a lot, but I don't want George to hear that. You know, but he's got involved, put out that food. That meant a lot. After he did that one, he did it in Altamont.
Yeah, it was like when we
Every
saw the cars
location.
lined up. It was pretty amazing.
That's so amazing for the community. That's and that George was out there doing it. That you can tell he cares about it. That's awesome.
We
Definitely.
fed probably over 3,000 people
Wow.
during that. Yeah.
I remember when I saw the line, the first thing I think I texted you was, "Do you have enough food?"
Yeah.
We didn't. We fed till the last car.
Yes. And then, but like I said, as far as adapting, I mean, they immediately called me and said, "We're doing this, this, and this,"
Right.
as far as to adjust their advertising and how that was going to be promoted. Like I said, and then like you said, you utilize the staff.
We didn't, management-wise, we didn't. A lot of companies laid off their managers and closed stores during the pandemic. All our managers worked during the whole pandemic. He didn't want them to go without, you know. And then the employees that weren't getting assistance or anything, we put them back to work. I will say we were lucky we were in Florida.
Yeah.
For a person who been in other states,
Right.
we were lucky we were in Florida because in other states,
I know New York was having California. Those
I got friends in Philadelphia where I got family in Georgia, and a lot of their restaurants are closed right now
Yeah.
because
Permanently,
the
right?
pandemic. Yeah,
they
permanently.
couldn't help it. Yeah.
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 So another thing that Froggers does amazing is, I say it in the live read, but their food is never frozen. It's always fresh, and that's another reason why I think you guys have been so successful.
Well, you look at, I work for, I won't say company names because I don't want to knock another company, but I work for big corporations. Their food comes frozen in a bag. We hand cut our boneless. We hand bread them. We hand dip them. That's why they taste so good.
Wow.
We never freeze our wings. You'll see a lot of companies, even some companies here in Orlando, that actually use frozen wings. We are very picky about it because once you freeze that wing, it's a different texture. You'll notice when you open up wings and you eat, and you ever see that purple and black color, that wing's been frozen at one point.
Oh, now
a lot
I know.
of people don't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, so George is very, very picky about it. I mean, you know, we sometimes, we're on top of our chicken purveyors every day. We deal with a very good farm. George is very picky about what he gets for that.
When I go by, I visit them once a week, and I'll go lots of times in the morning when they're doing their food prep, and it looks like a gourmet restaurant with
Wow.
all the fresh vegetables and everything. I'm just like,
Girl,
and-
you're making me hungry.
I know. Well, there's food out there.
know.
And I remember
shoot the
even
show.
even their ranch dressing is to die for. And I think I posted that one time where I said, Frogger's has the best ranch dressing.
I-
Fight me. And it started like a chain of people going like a blue cheese versus Frogger's.
I have to disagree. I'm the blue cheese guy. I've lived in so many states and traveled the whole country.
Nah, blue cheese
There's
is
no
disgusting.
I'm
blue
so sorry. I
cheese.
love you, Angela.
No, it's
Yeah.
the
I
grossest
love you,
thing
but
ever.
There is not a
with
better
you.
blue
All right,
cheese
I'm with
you.
in the United
What?
States than Frogger's.
Melissa?
Well, yeah, I was around when ranch was invented. Yeah, and I love blue cheese.
See, I'm sorry. You're
Wow, see?
outnumbered, Angela. You're outnumbered.
That
Whatever.
Yeah,
Blue
especially
cheese
when
is
you have Frogger's.
disgusting.
It's homemade.
Hater.
So many ingredients go into it. No one's been able to duplicate that recipe.
I know. I've tried to.
Mm.
I tried to eggy. I almost broke them one day, but it didn't happen. I'm kidding. Nobody slipped the
No.
secret to me. Like I said, the food is amazing. And then talk about like the hours. And then as far as the TVs, there's always, and I'm totally dead serious when I say there's always something happening at Frogger's. So you mentioned how like over 50 TVs,
Right.
but then for the kids, they have
All types of games. There's crane games. There's car racing games. There's all types of different games that they have. And it's a family environment.
But it's still a sports bar too.
It's still a sports bar. As much as a sports bar, I always tell my guests, it's a family event. You will have kids. They're kids. They're enjoying themselves at Frogger's, and we expect them. They obviously want to be careful, but they're kids. They're going to have a fun time at Frogger's. It's nice that I've seen kids over the years that started when they're kids, and now they're working for us now.
Oh,
You
yes.
know, yeah.
And Altamont has this awesome open awning, so it's like you can sit outside, but you're at the bar is facing inside.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's in Altamont. Oh, that is so
So
quick.
fast.
I know. We still have 2 more segments, so don't
All
worry.
right.
Don't you worry, Mike.
Yeah.
He's over there going, this is too quick. All right. We're gonna go to break, and when we come back, we're gonna talk about Super Bowl.
Perfect. You're listening to Bad Radio, Central Florida's premier radio show. Local businesses and business networking. That's what we do. Stay right there. Be right back.
I know that one, girl.
Well, I hope so.
Yes. We still have 20 more minutes to talk about. All right, let me see if John's here yet.
Cleaning up my audio. Everybody, thanks for hanging out there. You're fine. No, I'm just talking to the audience that might be there. If there's anybody watching us, this is what we're doing. Okay. Oh, that was money. Food's great, by the way. I've been eating this in the studio. Not at all. Not me. Nope. Don't have it anywhere near me. No equipment. Nope. I actually put it on the internet and put a little sticker over the food and drink so no one would say anything. And then I go and just busted it myself. That's great. You're fine. Again, I have stuff I got to do in here too. All right.
Let me see. Where am I at on my sponsorship?
Sauce Boss. This is good stuff. Teriyaki, maybe.
Teriyaki.
Okay, my sponsorships are going to be a little bit out of order, so I'll give you the list before you do the video.
Are the combinations the same, though?
Mm,
It's okay. I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it.
Keeping it real.
Yup.
yep. Okay, sorry.
All right, stand by. Here we go. It's rolling. And it is rolling.
Welcome back to Bad Radio, brought to you by Premier Couple Superstore, because a couple that plays together stays together.
And we are back again. This portion of Bad Radio is brought to you by Impact Electric of Orlando, who focuses on residential and commercial electrical work. When talking about quality of work, Impact Electric is one of the best. We use Impact Electric for my home, and we use them for all of our electrical needs. I've just called Zach now because I need some new fans put in because we just redid my whole office, and Tom finished it up, and it's got this big white ugly fan in it. And I'm like, why?
Please
God,
help me.
why do they put the big ugly fan in there? So you can reach Zach at 407-747-0874. I also want to thank Andrews Law PA. She is an auto accident attorney, and you can contact her today at Andrews Law PA. All right, so we're talking about Super Bowl now. So let's get back. This is why we're here. The whole world. Melissa and I get to do our first on-site as Bad Radio.
Yes.
At Frogger's.
Altamont location on the lake.
I know.
Oh, nice.
We have a banner with our face on it.
Oh, yay. I didn't know that.
I know.
Wow. We might have a problem.
Uh-oh.
no.
I might not be able to hold that many people in that building.
Oh, please.
They're going to fly in that building.
He's ridiculous.
Please. But yeah, so we're going to be on site.
I haven't been to that location. You said it's on a lake?
It's on the lake.
Exciting.
So we're going to be at Frogger's in Altamont, and then one of our show sponsors, which is Bolts Legal, is going to be on site at Frogger's in Oviedo. So do you have the list of all the prizes?
Yes,
Let's
I
go
do.
over them, and then I want to talk about each one of them a little bit in
All
detail.
right. 55-inch screen TV. 10 free wings each week for a year.
Wow. I want that one. I don't want a TV. I want that.
2 tickets to Universal Studios. 2 tickets to Orlando City Soccer. 4 tickets to a Predators game. 2 tickets to the All-Star Jackpot Wrestling. 4 tickets to Gatorland. A great family package, by the way. One of our Frog and Hagen shirts, we're giving away 2 of those. We're giving a gift card to the Polar Ice Cream Store.
Yes.
We are giving away this one I want, actually. The Rockstar Axe Throwing. I got some people.
I just gave you those today.
Yeah, I saw them. The Micro Spa and Tanning Salon.
Yeah,
spa,
I'll tell you a little bit more about that,
right?
too.
And then Frogger's gift cards we're giving away also.
Oh, yes, and forgot to mention, we've got a $500 gift card for Top Trucks.
That is the grand prize that we're giving away on the radio. I was going to let you talk about that one.
Oh, I didn't know we were doing it today.
Yeah, we're gonna today we're giving that away on the show starting on Sunday at.
I don't know how we're going to do that because this is pre-recorded.
Yeah. Well, what we're going to do, we're going to make it simple, Angela.
Okay.
I'm going to give out a number today.
Oh, okay.
We will have them, you pick a time, and we'll start it at that time, and the 10th person that texts that number will be the grand prize winner.
Oh,
Third of
so
Super Bowl.
I give you a number, and then they text that number.
And the 10th person to arrive.
I love it. I love it. I
right.
love it. So you can give them your number, not
No,
mine.
We're gonna give them our Frogger's cell number here.
Okay.
All right.
That's so fun. I love
So
surprises,
we will
by the way.
Yeah, I think this will be a good surprise. So if you have to be listening to the show, because you won't have my number without it,
Right.
you will have to put your first name and what location, so I
Okay.
know which location you were at. Mm-hmm. And 10th person to text this number. The game starts at 6 o'clock, so we'll say 6:30.
Okay.
Starting at 6:30.
I need to write all this stuff down, too, so I know.
We got it.
I got it on video, too.
Yes, we got it on video. This young lady, I know she's got everything.
I got it.
But
You know?
Top Trucks is in Longwood. Have you guys ever heard of it before?
I haven't. So what is it?
It is like a place, and you'll have to forgive me. The owner's name is Joe, but I don't know all of the truck lingo. But you go there, and you can get new rims. Like you take your truck and you make it like all souped up and all like super fancy, super perfect for your customers.
Oh,
by the way.
absolutely. If you go into Frogger's, you see a lot of pickup trucks from gas.
Right.
And some of that, even George's truck. You've seen George's truck.
Yeah, I'm surprised George doesn't want it.
Yeah. No, well, they got to get the truck to lift him up there. His truck is so jacked
It
up.
is.
I don't
Is
even
it?
I
It is
don't even know
huge.
how he gets into it.
I see
sometimes.
cars like that. I'm like, there's no chance. I'd need a ladder.
Yeah. Yep. It is so jacked up.
Okay, so we're going to be on site from 4 to 5, and so we're going to come say hi to us. We're going to take some pictures, and I'm probably going to do something in the Bad group. It's like find your photo kind of
Oh,
thing.
cute. I love it.
Yes. But let's talk a little bit more about some of these prizes because like I really love a lot of these businesses and I work with them. So let's start with the ones that I, like the 33 tanning and
we'll
micro
start
spa.
there. We're familiar.
Yes. So Aaron is a sponsor of the show.
Right.
And this is for, so the gentlemen that are there for Super Bowl, this is, if they get this for their wife, they are going to get so many brownie points. So we've got 2 gift cards per location. And you can get spray tans or you can do the tanning bed, but they also have a ton of other services. So Melissa and I just did a detox wrap.
Yes, and I went back and did that one more time already.
Did you really?
I loved it so much. Yes.
They put you in like this astronaut suit.
Like a cocoon.
And they basically cook you.
Yeah, That
Wow.
sounds so bad, Angela. We got to think of another way to say this.
They warm you up.
Yes, they warm you up and you sweat all your toxins
Toxins
out.
out.
I actually really love it. It's really relaxing. And for the women out there, if it's that time of the month, sorry, TMI, that's actually really helpful too. Like the heat on your back. And everything. It
Nice. I
feels
didn't even
so
think about
good.
that.
Yeah.
All right. So
And if they
Put
do
that up
win
there.
that, they could use that for Valentine's Day. There you go. Valentine's Day gift.
Right. You forgot about Valentine's
Yeah,
Day. You're
you're
at
covered.
Froggers enjoying the football game.
Cross your fingers
Guess
you
what?
get that.
Valentine's is a day away or two, you know? You got it set.
But she has a million different things, little options for 33 tanning. So, like 33 tanning spot is in Altamont Springs, and then 33 micro spot is in Longwood. And they're not far apart, but they're all under one umbrella. So that's Erin, and you can find everything for them at 33tanningspa.com as well as 33microspa.com. So definitely give some love to them for giving some love to us.
And
So-
every time I've gone in, the people that are there, even if Erin's not there, are so nice and they describe everything because some of this stuff looks like astronaut things, like how you said. And you're like, I don't know what to do with this, but they're super thorough and like explain it all to you. So I love it.
And before we go on to more sponsors, let's talk about some of the specials that Froggers has going on.
Well, on Sunday we have a new Dick.
And that's today, just so you know, when you
Yes,
say
today.
today.
Yes,
Today's
th-
specials.
yeah.
I know. Today's specials. We have the Polish sausage sandwich with onions for $10.95 with fries. We have the biggest one that I love is no matter what team jersey, even though I'm an Eagles fan.
The Eagles are playing.
Right. So
Are you
if
proud
it's
of me for knowing that?
Yeah, I'm very proud.
I am.
Whether you're Eagles or Kansas City or whether you're like what we are, a Steelers bar, you wear your team jersey and you come into that Bud or Bud Light pints, 57 cents.
That's insane.
It's like giving it away.
Yeah.
That is
okay?
insane.
And that's until the first team scores or the first quarter's over.
Oh, that's
So
cute.
if
I
it's
like
a very
that.
low scoring game and does no score, you're drinking that first quarter, you're calling Uber. Because by the end of the game, you ain't going to be done at 57-cent pints. You know?
Oh, that's fantastic. So that's some of the food and drink specials. All right, so let's talk about another thing that you mentioned too, and that is our gift card for Rockstar Axe Throwing, and you can find them at 3401 Technology Bar, or it's Technology Drive out. What's the
Sounds right.
No, when out in by UCF. Technological area
Yeah.
right there.
You're right.
It's right there and it's Suite 148. And that is, you can get them at rockstaraxethrowing.com. But you want to do that. You said that axe throwing was really
It's-
big up
it's,
north. right?
Actually, my own sister and her husband do it. They love it. They talk about it. I see it on Facebook all the time, and they have a blast doing it.
Have you
It's-
ever gone?
We're going to go for Aiden's birthday on
Oh,
the
okay, that's
23rd.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen the video of a girl like taking both hands and throwing it and
Yeah.
it ricocheting and come back and she has to like duck
No,
it.
don't watch those videos. That's you're never gonna go. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm strong enough.
I don't know. I think you'll be fine. I think the first couple is kind of a mess, but then you get the hang of it.
Have you done it before?
I have not done it. I have actually gone to shoot at
I've shot-
an event
yeah.
like that, like video shoot.
But have you done it before?
I've been to one. I just haven't done it. The day I went, they had one up in Georgia. The day I went, there was too long of a line.
You know what we should do is the next time you have us out to do a remote, we should get with them and have them set up like a mini one, not with
Right.
real axes, but they
Right.
have ones that have like suction cups or
Right.
Velcro or something like that. That would be super fun. Next up, let's talk about Gatorland because Gatorland's been such a supporter.
Absolutely. Gatorland, love the place.
Yeah.
Been there. I recommend it. It's a family. You got kids, grandkids. Bring them. Have a day.
They got
enjoy
gators.
it.
And
And they got
gators.
gators.
Lots
know?
of gators.
And you can get everything, all the information on Gatorland at Gatorland.com. And stay tuned because we're going to keep on talking about all the good stuff at Froggers for today at Super Bowl when we get back.
It's the Super Bowl Sunday, and it's the Bad Radio Show on News Radio WFLA Orlando. Good job, everybody.
Yo.
Excellent.
Check my stuff here real quick. Okay.
Orlando City Soccer. Right, got them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're gorgeous.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You look right. Okay, this will be the last segment of the first show.
Wow.
Yep, last segment on the first show. I'm just going to tell you it's a true story. All right,
She'll
stand
never
by.
lie to us.
Yeah, I'll try not to. I'm not really good at it. Sort of like my drinking days. Not good at that either. I had to stop.
I did too, girl. I'm gonna be 4 years. 4 years on February 25th.
Good for you. Congrats.
Congratulations.
All right, here we go. Stand by, please. Quiet in the studio. Quiet on the set. Marker and...
Welcome back to Bad Radio, brought to you by Premier Couple Superstore, because a couple that plays together stays together.
Thank you, and welcome back to Bad Radio. And so before break, we launched into Gatorland, and so we have several more prizing that we want to talk about. So let's talk about Orlando City soccer first. So you're a soccer fan, right?
Oh, I've been to a few Orlando City soccer games when I lived down here. It was great.
Yes. So I remember Orlando City when they first came out before they were MLS. And
Wow.
I remember being in this building trying to give tickets to Roomba 100.3. And they were like, yeah, no, we don't think we're going to
Who
do this
is
ticket.
that?
Yes. Now look at them.
Yeah.
They're huge.
Huge.
So each location has a pair of Orlando City soccer tickets. I have to get the details on which game or which match that is. Sorry, I want to say
Watch
match, not
it.
game. But Orlando City Soccer has become such a staple of the Orlando area, and I'm super excited. They are actually on the show like 2 or 3 weeks ago, so I was very proud of that they're on here. So you can get all of the information about their season at orlandocitysc.com. All right. And then what do we have next on our list of prizes?
We got the wrestling, the All-Star Jackpot Wrestling. Oh, that's a
Where
great...
is that?
That is at the, it's in Altamont Springs.
Right, in Altamont Springs at the Expo Center that they do
Okay.
there.
The Civic Center,
Civic
actually.
Center.
Yes, and the doors are at 6 p.m., and that is, I want to say, March 19th.
Okay.
So you knew that. You knew
Yeah.
all about that. So
Oh, yeah.
have you been?
Huh? We have some of them that come in there. We actually have done weigh-ins for some of those events,
Wow,
too.
that's cool.
You know what he asked me, though, when I told him we had wrestling
What?
tickets? He asked me if it was midget wrestling.
Yeah.
Is it mud wrestling? Is it jello wrestling? We need to know the fun stuff.
There is so much different wrestling out
Yeah.
there right now, and from kids and the thing, I've seen the midget wrestling that they're doing now in a lot of these places. They actually set up in restaurants and do it.
Wow. In the restaurant?
In the restaurant.
Wow.
Yeah, we have not done that. We have a lot of space, but not quite enough to do
For
that.
midget wrestling?
Yeah.
We need a midget
That
wrestling
used
room.
to be a thing.
I think it sounds like it still is.
Is it?
This is I don't want to make it on the, you all have the spa thing, but this is a great gift for a father-son deal.
Hey, that's a good point.
So this
Father's
is
Day is the next month. So
this is a great father-son. So if you're the mom and you won this ticket and you want your son to get back with your dad, say Father Sunday,
Right.
get out of the house. No, I go to the spa.
yeah.
So you both win. It's a win-win deal.
So that's the All-Star Jackpot Wrestling, Sunday, March 19th in Altamont Springs. All right. So
And
next,
then the best,
what?
you want to bring the whole family. You want
Mm-hmm.
you want the wife. You want the 2 kids. Let's go to the Predators game.
Okay. Yes,
All
because we
right,
have a
see?
family 4-pack per location.
Right. No matter what, you walking out with a family pack, you get to spend a day with the family, and it's a nice, great thing. And like I say, we're Froggers family friendly, and we have a lot of things to offer for that Super Bowl.
Okay, so I want you guys to lay out again how our listeners are going to win these prizes.
They have to come. They have to
You have to be
Froggers.
at the event. That's an absolute. You don't have to actually even buy anything. All you actually have to do is be there. At halftime, we give every single person a ticket that's in the building.
And that's this Sunday, today.
Today at halftime.
Frogger's location
All
in
right.
Oviedo.
There's Oviedo.
Oviedo, Altamont, Mount Dora, and then Apopka, which Apopka, very family-oriented. I will tell you, out of all of our locations, that location is probably going to be best chance to win because we can only fit so many people.
Oh, I gotcha.
And Altamont and Oviedo, we can fit 300-400 people. Apopka, you're only 250. So your chances are obviously better. It's just like a lottery. Less
true.
people, more chances of winning. So Apopka, great location to do it. And then Mount Dora, you're about 275, so even better.
Right.
So you get into the bigger areas, bigger
little bit
stores.
less.
You'd have to
Well,
drive
that's
a little
it.
bit farther for some of us, but
Right.
you
Hey.
increase your chances of winning.
Depends how bad you want these tickets.
Well, either that or that wings for a year.
And after the Eagles win the Super Bowl,
That's
there
called
it is.
he's manifesting.
you
manifesting.
might want to go to the ice cream store,
Yes.
and grab some ice cream at the Polar ice cream store
Yes,
too.
I gotta
With the
give
gift
a
card
plug.
You in there,
Yeah, I
you
gotta
know?
give a plug to my friend Jason, who opened the Parlor ice cream shop in Winter Springs, and it's the best little addition to our little Winter Springs town center. So all of the ice cream there is homemade. He makes it right there. I've got a tour of the area of back there, and I was like, I wouldn't last. I would eat everything
Yeah, I
there.
know.
I
I
mean,
know.
he's got tubs of Reese's peanut butter cups and everything like this, and I was just like, oh goodness
I
gracious.
know.
But we never leave there without a pint of whatever his new flavor is. So right now he just came out with a angel, not an angel. What's the one with the red velvet?
Okay, yeah.
Red Velvet.
So red velvet with Oreo is the new
Oh, that
flavor that
sounds
they just
good.
came out with. So you guys give Jason and the Parlor Ice Cream Shop some love in Winter Springs. So this is our last segment of this hour. So let's go through the Froggers locations and not like I said, we don't have to give all that list away
Right.
again, but like give them all the information of what time they need to be there. And I recommend them get there early so they get a seat.
Yeah, I do recommend that because the game does start at 6 o'clock. I've recommended people get there by between 4:30 and 5 because it does start filling up. By 5:30, you're lucky to find a seat in some of these restaurants because people are excited, especially this year. You got two great teams with Kansas City and the Eagles. So you do have a good game. It's not, and they're both more Midwest and
Yeah.
East Coast. It's not West Coast teams. So more people are going to be apt to coming to the games. And with the specials we have, there's going to be a couple of specials that are announced also in the Altamont and the Mount Dora location, $10 pizzas.
Okay.
So
That's really good deal.
So you got to be at the location. There's going to be more food specials announced the day of at the locations. So being there is going to be there. We're available on Uber, DoorDash for delivery. I do highly recommend you come in for the pickup instead of Uber and DoorDash.
Is it cheaper?
Being a local business, you're going to get a better price with us buying it versus an Uber or DoorDash. You're not going to pay the delivery fee. You're not tipping out. And it supports with Uber and DoorDash, a lot of the small businesses pay back money to Uber and DoorDash.
Right.
They're not really making what they should and all the hard work they're doing.
Right.
okay.
Keep your business, keep the small businesses. The restaurant business got hit very hard during the pandemic. And some of these guys work so hard to keep their profits up or even make a profit.
So when you DoorDash and things like that, it takes away from that. I have a friend who owns a
25
brunch place, and
25
he
to
says the same
30%.
thing.
25 to 30%.
Yeah.
So if I charge you $10 for a burger, I'm only getting $7 as a business owner.
Oh, wow.
So, but now on Uber and DoorDash, now I'm charging $12 for a burger, but if you come into my restaurant, you're buying it for 10.
Right.
So you're saving that money, and plus you're saving the tip that you're doing to that.
Plus, if they DoorDash it, then they can't get the tickets.
Right?
Well,
So
yeah,
you
but I
gotta
mean, the
go.
specials, the food specials are for dine-in only, right?
Dine in only. We don't
Okay.
offer them on Uber and DoorDash,
Okay.
and that's one of the things that we do is it's an advantage of coming into the restaurant. Even placing a takeout order, you're having a party at home, you want to order 50 wings, don't use those Uber and DoorDashes. Pick us up, call us on the phone, call us that morning. We'll be answering our phone at 9 a.m. Call your order, give us your name, your phone number, your order. We'll have it ready for the time you want.
Okay,
And,
that's good to know.
And those raffle tickets, when they come in, can they buy more? Or is it just like one per person?
They can buy extra if they'd like.
I
And
didn't
there'll be
know
different
that.
prices.
Yeah.
There'll be extra. There'll be prices listed of what they have. If they want to buy extra tickets and increase your chances.
Very cool. So we have a couple minutes left. Why don't you go ahead and give the address? Do you have you have?
I
I'm sure you
know
have it memorized.
Every single
Like,
address.
give the
Let's-
addresses of each
Let's
location.
start Altamont, 1022 West State Road, 436 in Altamont. Then we have Oviedo at 27 Alafaya Woods Boulevard in Oviedo. Then we have the Apopka store at 1601 Rock Springs Road in Apopka. And then we have Mount Dora at 4931 Lake Park Court, Mount Dora.
Awesome. So if any of those locations are close to you, another quick question is, can people reserve tables?
No.
Okay.
We do not do any reserving of tables. It's first come, first served, advantage of coming early.
So again, we are going to be on site, which is super fun to say, from 4 to 5. So if you'd like to meet us, you have to come at that time. And at that time, they can still get a raffle ticket, right?
Yeah, yep, absolutely. They'll be able to get tickets all from, I think it's 3:30 we started.
Oh, okay, so that's good to know.
Before you guys.
Right. So we're going to be at the Altamont location, and then Bolt's Legal is going to be at the Oviedo location. But we're going to have some other fun stuff going on at those locations as well. Trying to think. So
I just really like that you said it's a family-friendly environment too, and the sports bar. Because sometimes there have been times that I've rolled up to places, and then you're automatically like, "Ooh, I have kids."
Right.
No, actually, Altamont location where you are, there's a family side and a more adult side.
Yeah.
Where you'll see more of the kids' games are on one side.
So that wraps up our time with Froggers. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank
Again,
you.
thank you so
I
much
had a
for
blast.
the food. So,
I hope you all enjoyed.
All right. I'm going to say go Eagles because Mike's in here looking right at me.
That's right. Go Eagles.
All right.
All
Bye.
right. Thank you.
You're listening to Bad Radio. That's business radio at a distance. Stay tuned. Hour number 2 is right around the corner.